chance again, and Sunderland have scored.
So it's finished. Sunderland 0, Hull City 1 in another absolutely abysmal, shocking, shite performance. I've took a little bit of time before I've recorded this just to try and calm down, because when I came at the stadium I was absolutely fucking livid. And to be fair, it hasn't really done much. You know, I'm actually worse if I'm honest, because thinking about what we've just seen this afternoon is just not good enough. You know, for a team supposedly gone for promotion to put in an abject, lazy, negative performance like that is simply not acceptable. You know, Regis Lebris keeps on saying we need to learn from our mistakes. Well, he wants to take a leaf out of his own book, because he keeps on picking the same team and playing the same formation and playing the same tactics. That's not working at home. You know, you're playing one up front against a team fourth off bottom. Them tactics against Plymouth and Watford didn't work, so why would they work against a team, another team fighting for their lives, and a team fighting for their lives that won every header, that won every second ball, that won every, you know, tackle today, outfought a team supposedly gone for promotion? It's not on. Absolutely not on. You know, the team, we've been saying for weeks, Chris Rigg shouldn't be in the team. He needs a rest, needs taken out, no fault of his own, but still plays him. Patrick Roberts, week in, week out, is the most overrated player we've ever seen in a Sunderland shirt in my eyes. Keeps playing him. Dennis Serkin, absolutely weak as piss and can't defend to save his life, but because we've got nobody else to play there, he's in, week out in the competition. Enzo Olafia, you know, £25 million player, play him out of position. You know, what's that all about? And, you know, from the start, we the first 4 or 5 minutes, we looked like we're going to give it a right good go. We looked at it, we looked high energy, pressing high, and then for some reason after 5 minutes we just stopped and reverted to type. We went back to the negative, boring, side-to-side football. You know, they're a low block again, and we just seem to have no idea how to break it down. We've got no plan B, we've got no out. And like I say, they were first to every ball in midfield. You know, Matt Crooks in midfield ran his tits off, was putting himself about. Geltart on the right hand side for them against Serkin. Serkin terrified to tackle him, terrified to, you know, to get anywhere near him. In the midfield, Chris Rigg, the game passed him by. You know, his first touch, it was bouncing off him, getting out to play, couldn't get the ball under control, and that ended up with knee service into Isidore, because Roberts, like he's been doing all season, gets the ball, wants to beat players 3 and 4 times, then falls over, then blasts it out with a bar, then hits the first man when he tries to put a crossover, and that's just how it was for the full first half. 15 minutes, we'll get what we deserve, and like I've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks, but again, getting slated for it. Anthony Patterson, cross a corner in the box, you've got Roberts standing just in front of him. Instead of, you know, screaming, coming to command his area, he does now. He stands with his finger up his arse and flaps at the ball that it guns in. He cost us a point against Leeds. He's cost us any points today against Hull. Not just him, mind, because the whole team was shite. But, you know, I keep saying Anthony Patterson is not the goalkeeper people think he is. He's not strong enough for the size of him. He's too quiet. He doesn't command his area. He sticks on his line. He's a good shot stopper, but his distribution is absolutely fucking shite and all, and he's not good enough. But he keeps on getting the game week in, week out. Now, you know, we huffed and we puffed to half time, and we didn't create an out at all, really, in fairness, and went in 1-0 down. Half time, we make a change. Mundell comes on, but for the injured in Enzo Lafia, who's now done his hamstring, which is great news, just what I want to hear. And to be fair, that change didn't really make any difference whatsoever. Mundell looked a little bit lively, but overall didn't really change a great deal, because we still played the same way. Slow build up from the back, side to side, not hurting teams, not trying to get in behind them. Everything was played in front of them. And like I say, we offered now 60 minutes. I think we took Rigg off and put Mayenda on. But really, again, still had no service. We kept on doing the same thing. There was no tactics change. Roberts kept on, doing the same thing. Sunderland kept putting overhitting crosses in the box. Now, I think the last 15-20 minutes went to a back three. I think that Dan Neil dropped a little bit deeper, but Dan Neil's passing today was absolutely fucking shite. And that was the only changes that were made, other than losing Dan Ballard again. Now come back for 2 games, made a glass, hamstring injury, another one. So there's another 2 players we've lost. We've now got a weakened squad now to where we were at the start of the season. And credit to Hull, they've came with a game plan. They've executed it perfectly. They've studied the games against Plymouth and Watford. You play a low block against us, you catch us on the break, you're physical and we can't handle it, and they've took all 3 points today, and fair play to them. And like I say, we've gotten exactly what we've deserved, which was absolutely out. Kind of defend that today. And overall, this is about Regis Lebris. Is it now because he's being told how to play? We'll keep on getting back to this Speakman scenario. Is he being told how to play? Is he got no faith in the squad, in the bench? Because likes of Alexic never gets anywhere near the team, even though when he's played he's done alright. Patterson is above being dropped. Dan Neil is above being dropped. Roberts never comes out the side very rarely. Rig, another one, and this is the thing where a team who was supposedly gone for promotion in the January transfer window did not. Teams above us, Sheffield United, Burnley, strengthened where they needed to be strengthened. They went out and spent money, and look where they are. They're now 6 and 8 points above us, and that just proves what you get. And that again leads me to question the ownership. Does this ownership want to get promoted? Yes, we've had a fantastic season. Yes, we've overachieved, but the people who keep on saying, you forget where we are, you forget where we were last season, a couple of seasons ago. That's bollocks. That's bollocks for me. We've gotten to where we've gotten. We've done fantastically well. And to make that next step, the ownership had to step up, and they didn't. They've bottled it. We signed Enzo Lafay and play him in a out of position. We signed an injured centre forward, and that was it. Not good enough. And that to me just shows a total lack of ambition on Speakman and Dravers' fault. Because Lebris clearly doesn't trust the bench he's got, or like I said, he's being told who to play. The lack of a plan B is really, really worrying, because, like I say, when things don't go to plan, we've got no answer to it. And now we're looking up, looking down in my eyes instead of looking up. Anybody who still thinks we've got automatic promotion ambition, you just honestly, I don't know what you're looking at. You want to take your red and white glasses off, because we haven't got a hope in hell. The teams below us now are in form. Teams like Bristol City and Coventry and West Brom are all winning games. We're 12 points above 7th place, and we quite easily now can get on a run of bad form. We've already lost 2 games back to back. We're going to Sheffield Wednesday on Friday night, who will be smarting after that tanking against Burnley. We're then going to Coventry, who are flying, so we could be sitting here in 2 weeks' time talking about 4 defeats on the bounce, and then where we will be. If West Brom and Blackburn and them keep on winning, Bristol City, we could royally fuck this playoff situation up. And even anyway, if you get into the playoffs, you've got to go into the playoffs in form. And I don't know, I'm just so annoyed and so frustrated. We're just not learning. We're not learning. We've got no ambition. Like when they scored the goal today, there was no urgency or no like, come on lads, get into them. Everybody had the head down and just trudged towards the halfway, as though they'd accepted it. It's as though that Leeds defeat has knocked the plugs in, and just like they've said, all right, we're not going to get automatics now. We're guaranteed a playoff spot. We'll now just idle and amble towards the playoffs. But you're not guaranteed a playoff spot. Far from it. Far from it. To me, Lebris needs to step up against Sheffield Wednesday. He needs to grow a pair of balls. He needs to make some tough decisions. And needs to get some players out of that side who need a rest. They're either out of form or they need a rest and they're shagged out. Job today, terrified to put a tackle in, just ambled through the game. I've already spoke about Robertson, Rigg and Serkin, and it's just annoying. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. You know, I hate these videos to be negative and downbeat, but when you watch that, you can't help it. You know, there was 44,000 in there today, and it was absolutely flat as a fart. And the simple reason being, there was nothing to get us at the edge of our seats. The crowd was good, the atmosphere was good in the first 5-10 minutes. After that, what we're going to shout about? You know, people saying we're not true supporters, we need to get off the players' backs. Bollocks. They got what they deserved. You know, they're not above criticism, simple as. We should have had a penalty though. You know, I don't know how the referees missed this. You know, this Louis Coyle handball, blatant penalty, but that's just clutching at straws from us because we didn't deserve knocked out of the game. So I will congratulate Hull. They came here with a game plan. They've executed it. Well done to Ruben Sellers. Like I said in the preview video, when they would come here, there wouldn't be an easy game. They're a great side away from home. They've got a good record, and that proved to be the case today. But like I say, let me know what your thoughts are on the lack of Plan B, this constant picking the same team and tactics, the Patterson debate. You know, the scenario of the squad in January, you know, not being strengthened. Let us know what you think. Watch out for the match preview coming out during the week for the game on Friday night against Sheffield Wednesday, where, you know, that's probably a more important game than ever to get us back on track. If we can get in there and get a result, then, you know, then we'll be alright. But like I say, we lose against Sheffield Wednesday and then we get beat at Coventry, then we are in fucking dire straits in my eyes. One thing that I do want to mention though is that I've seen on social media this afternoon that Romain Mundle has suffered some racial abuse, which is absolutely bang out of order. You know, there's absolutely no call for that. I hope this bloke's found and he's, you know, the charges are pressed against him, because there's no room for that at all. You know, yes, we can criticise players and have a go at them, but there's absolutely no call for that at all. But anyway, that's enough negativity and you know, downbeatness from me for your Saturday night. But let me know what your thoughts are. Like I say, please like, share and subscribe if you don't mind. Be greatly appreciated. I promise you all the videos are not as negative and downbeat as this. Just, you know, when we suffer a defeat as bad as that one, then, you know, I'm not the best fan when we lost a game. But anyway, like I say, please like, share and subscribe. Be greatly appreciated. Also, thanks to another new member that we've getting on the channel today, or yesterday, Jeff Woods. Greatly appreciated, Jeff. Thank you very much. Your name will be on the bottom of the screen and at the end of the video as well. So, thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.